Yes, sir,
We
Ralph.
also want to thank some of
What's
our
up, Willie?
class
I'm trying to
sponsors
set
here this
everything
week on
up.
Tin Soldier Race Car.
Is this nice and clear?
So it looks like
As long as they're
looks
playing
like 40,
music,
it is.
I
Okay, so
won't.
42 in the Tree
I'll
Street
have it
and
muted.
44
I don't need any
in small
copyright
tire. So
strikes.
small tire is the largest class here today. And pretty exciting. If you didn't hear us earlier, tomorrow we're going to open the gates up. Probably going to get
Share this
some
with
good
all your
action as
loved
we get
ones.
into the
Tell your buddies,
semifinals,
call your friends.
quarterfinals.
But don't dare miss this Super Bowl no prep at Warner
Open early
Woods.
tomorrow, and we're going to try
Brown
and go
County
race tomorrow and
Dragway.
finish this up at 10 a.m. And again, if you have a wristband here,
Let's get this up to over
it is
2,000
free
people on this
entry
live feed, ladies and
for
gentlemen.
tomorrow. So
I
hope
greatly
to see you back
appreciate each and
here.
every one
Hope
of
we
you.
have a good race here
This is
today. We
gonna
want
be
to make
one
sure
heck of a show.
absolutely
First
We're
class
in
of
the
the
True Street
day
class. Again, we got
today
42
is True
drivers
Street.
in that
42
class. I got Matt
drivers
Woodville
in
and
True
Wheels up here with me.
Street
Billy,
today.
let's go through some of the rules here and some of the classes. What can you tell the race fans here when it comes to the True Street? What these guys can and can't do.
So True Street's pretty cool. It's kind of, True Street's almost a throwback to what small tire used to be when we first started the whole no prep mania, you know, when no prep started getting hot. But
Sure.
basically, you have to run a DOT approved tire.
As long as they're not
basically smaller than a 28.
playing music, guys, I'll keep the mute off.
Radio.
I don't want to get
They
copyrighted.
Mainly, they have to have most of the metal body parts.
Thank you,
metal
brother.
The original 4-pin, that type of stuff. Other than that, they can run any power adder. They could be maybe go on a cruise if choose to. They might have to go on a 30-mile cruise. There's always that threat lingering that, you know, they might, you know, the class might make a pass and they go, hey, we're going to go on a cruise and see how True Street you are. So that's kind of the nut and bolts of it.
Bottom line, it should be a car that's plated that you can drive to the racetrack and race it.
Yep, with DOT tires.
Okay, let's move on to hard tire.
Hard tire is pretty simple. You gotta have a 200 tread wear rating street tire.
Okay.
Or harder. and
Guys,
that's it.
Jeff
That's the only
Thomas
rule.
and the crew in
220
Brown
now,
County, Indiana,
220
worked their
tread wear
tails
rating.
off
Most guys
yesterday.
are running into
Bought
400
every
tread
piece
wear,
of gravel
but basically
in
you
the
gotta run
county
a true
because
street
Mother
tire.
Nature
that you
did
can go
to
Walmart
us.
and buy.
And how about
You
class
guys need to
number
give a
3?
big
It's
shout
gonna
out
be
to
our
Jeff Thomas,
six shift.
Sticks
Julie's
self-
sister, and all the staff at Brown
self-explanatory.
County, Indiana, because they're a bunch of
28-10
badass.
tire, you gotta shift them gears, baby, manually, and you gotta have a clutch.
And then we're going gangster 26s.
Not yet, brother. It started at 3
Our
o'clock.
fourth class of the day.
First
Gangster
pair,
26 is pretty simple.
first two
Basically,
out
small tire with a smaller
is
tire.
in True Street.
To put it in perspective, they got to run a
One's
26
the,
by 9
runner-up
slick
from
is what
last
it ends
year.
up being. 8.5. And let's put that in
Candace,
perspective.
I think it's
Junior
named.
Dragsters
I'm
with a
gonna say
5
that
horsepower
wrong.
Briggs and Stratton motor,
Yeah.
they run an 8.5 inch wide tire. These
Okay.
guys are doing it with 3,000
Get to my
horsepower.
check.
And small tire cars can also run gangster 26s. They just switch tires.
Tire change is all they got to do.
Okay. And then we're moving on to the new class. It's going to be the Nitrous Mayhem. Now, what exactly is the stipulations there?
So this one's a new one to me. This has been dreamed up by Happy and a couple other guys. Small block. That's first right off the bat.
Happy, get over here.
We're gonna get Happy over here.
Get over here, Happy, for goodness sake. Ladies and gentlemen, Happy in the house. Happy's got his own doggone hamburger now. You can actually get a Happy burger over here at the hot dog stand. The Happy Meal, by the way, the Happy Meal is $12. You get 2 wieners, because that's what Happy likes, is 2 wieners. Or you can get 1 big piece of meat and 2 sides for $12. But it's the best meat this side of the Mississippi.
And part-time show bus driver.
Be sure to get on social media and check out the Warner Woods video just posted with Happy shuttling the spectators back and forth from Bill.
There's the man right there that worked his ass off to get this started, Jeff Thomas. You guys all owe him a big thanks.
Nature's guys has been kind of left behind for the last couple of years with how fast everything's been getting. But you have to have a mass-produced factory.
Watching from
small
Hocking
block.
Hills. Share this with
Anything
the
else
whole,
goes. Nitrous
everybody at
supplies,
Hocking
it has to
Hills,
be
will you
nitrous.
please?
Unlimited
I'd like to
hits,
get this live
unlimited
feed up to
nitrous.
2,000.
The main rules, it must have a diaper.
There's my
because the
boy
block
over
is
there.
the limiting factor. We want a banger.
Both of
Right
them.
on. Okay, so
Whipple
gonna be
Weekly.
interesting to see those cars out there. So that's going to be our 5th class of the day. Again, that's going to be Nitrous Mayhem, and then of course Big Tire.
Big Tire's an awesome class.
Going on, ladies and gentlemen, Blue
It's
Cheese
legal for Big
Racing.
Tire.
And then the feature show here this afternoon, it's the small tire, Billy. It's the small tire class. It's what everybody comes to see.
Small Tire is the craziest class out here. It's really simple. 28, 10, 5, any power adders, any engine combo. They'll have dual power adders. I know some guys are nitrous with turbos, nitrous with pro chargers.
Trying
And,
to do
yeah,
it before we get
Ryan
this
Mitchell
show on the
switched up
road.
scuba tanks on us and was running
I
a
want to
compressed
give you
air
the best
supercharger system.
entertainment
Yeah, I
possibility.
tell you, we saw Ryan Mitchell back at
If you're sitting at home,
Lake Cumberland
in the
Dragway here a
AC.
few weeks weeks back, and it was him and Hustle and Horsepower, both which are here today.
Not really.
It was Ryan Mitchell in the
I love
finals.
this. I love the fact I get the
Hustle and
opportunity to
Horsepower
do
there.
what I.
That car is insane. Basically has, somebody said, I saw the compressor in his trailer, but he built his own compressor with something that looks like Mad Max. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's the most insane technology you've ever seen.
It is incredibly insane.
It's amazing how many people stayed yesterday
compressed air tanks,
and not one
sitting in his
car
car,
went down the
and when he
racetrack.
goes to wide open throttle, the
Thank
throttle
you, Bubba.
bodies on the car actually shut off.
appreciate each and every
the car
one
is
of you
running
who's on-
the
who was
compressed
on
air
here.
for the entire
And if it
trip
wasn't
down
for
the
you,
track.
none of this would be
It's the most
possible.
mad scientist, extreme thing.
You think he's doing that because the cost of race fuel has just gotten so expensive?
Ryan's always searching for power and advantage, and he obviously sees something there that has definitely got it, because we've seen him switch mid-year from turbocharger to procharger. I'm like, what's this crazy son of a bitch doing? And he wins anyhow. We're like, well, he's smarter than us. That's why he owns Brown County Dragway.
Yes, he does. He's a 4-time War in the Woods champion. Again, it is Ryan Mitchell, KC Max in the house, looking to take it to win number 5 this weekend. And
all the favorites are here.
This is the banger of them all right here, and there's no question when it comes to no prep drag racing. This is
Hey, how many over there
the show
shot?
to go to.
All the cars will be
Me and you and who else?
Our favorite is all these
Starling.
people right here that were amongst, man.
Love the Brown County.
Let's hear it, Brown County.
Let's hear it, Brown County. You guys, it's you people that make this event possible. You guys coming through the gate. Well, so there's 7 classes in the cars. Of course, we've got the BMFers, the BMFer bikes back. Birdman in the house going to put on his show tonight. We got 32 bikes here, Billy. So we're going to have a bike shootout as well. Here's a shout out. We've got the 50-50 up to $680 on the take home. $680 on the take home right now. So if you want in on that 50-50, we're about halfway through the tickets. You can get those 50-50 tickets up here on the stage right now. Of course, our girl is out there working the track right now. She's got that green bucket. So track her down. Those 50-50 tickets are a flat $5 a piece. How many you buy, Billy? It's $5 per ticket.
Hey, Jamie, we need that 50-50 girl.
Jay!
On the stage, please.
Our 50-50 girl is going. She is
Come
going.
here, sexy.
All right, race fans, we are T-minus 10 minutes from getting this show started. We'll be back. It's War in the Woods, brought to you by Strange Engineering.
We got 5 minutes till kickoff of True Street 2025, War in the Woods, number 12, live from Brown County Dragway. Good afternoon to all. We're about 5 minutes away from kick-starting True Street round number day number 2 of the baddest mofos in the country. Birdman Performance and his 32 motorcycles in the showdown.
Everybody off the track, please. Everybody,
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the baddest photographers in the country right there. What's up, everybody? These guys are buddies, and they draw each other first round of True Street from Brown County, Indiana.
In the right lane. Right lane sponsored by Precision Turbo. It's going to be Adam Sellinger. He rings out of Hebron, Indiana. It's a 1983 Ford LTD, a 5.3. He's sponsored by Daddy's Money.
Daddy's
so,
Money.
You gotta love that LTD out there, man. This is True Street at its best. This is True Street at its best. So again, tell us more. When it comes to these True Street, Billy, these cars, basically, you can plate and bring that car to the track and race it.
Yep. 2,000 horsepower plus DOT approved tires. Must have current plates and registration, and we're going to see them.
All right, so again, that is Ron Vincent in the left lane out of Crown Point, Indiana, the 79 Malibu. Left lane sponsored by Fuel Tech, right lane sponsored by Precision Turbo. In the Precision Turbo lane, it is Adam Sellinger.
The month of May has now become the month of the war.
All right, looking on the starting line. He's going to get him bumped in here. We are ready to go to the first pair of the 2025. And it is a right
lane gets there first.
Precision Turbo, right lane, and Adam Sellinger.
Thanks, Jen. I appreciate you, brother.
Again. Two in this class, Billy.
42 cars in the first round.
21 to the top of the hill, True Street.
True
Pairs
Street.
16 through 21. And listen
Born
up,
Woods.
if you have a
Number
white
12.
Chevy Silverado parked at Bill Monroe's, plate
Going
number,
to
Indiana plate number,
sunrise, the moonlight tonight,
150.
ladies and gentlemen. And I hope each and every one of you stick around as long as this live is going. Share it, subscribe. If you can help out with the cash app, I greatly appreciate
Really
it.
good first run there. What do you think about track conditions? You've seen
Special thanks
from
out to
horrible conditions to great conditions. What do you predict today?
It's
Gibson Racing,
and this first round's going to
and
be a
all
little
my
tricky,
other
but Brian,
sponsors,
it always comes.
Low Dollar Motorsports coming on board for
I
2025. I can't thank them guys enough.
Both cars that we just
Guys,
seen
stick
here,
around if
tire pedaling and
you didn't get none
doing
yesterday, but I'm gonna give you the
I
best
see
I
a whole
got
lot of True Street. We're going to see the same
for
thing.
today.
All right, we got our next pair making their way down to the starting line now. It's going to be Hoodberger in the Fuel Tech lane on the left-hand side up against Mud Bogger, Josh Bozek in the right lane, brought to you by Precision Turbo. Bozark out of Chicago, Illinois, that 1999 C5. That's a 3. Guy Trevor, if you make a lick, let's start a daily driver class is what he's got down here. Inside
new
notes,
class
left lane
today.
is Tom Weldy.
It's nitrous
Oscar,
class.
Connecticut, a 78
Small block
Fairmont
nitrous cars.
with an LS again.
Should
better
be
known
pretty
as
wild.
Hoodberger, so let's bring them up.
And Birdman
Pairs 11
Performance.
through 15, go ahead and make your way
BMF.
down the hill. Pairs 11 through 15, go ahead and make your way down the hill.
You're good, Jet. Pair number
And that
2.
is that C5 right there. Right lane, the Precision Turbo lane. And again, spectators, let's respect the race teams and the drivers. Absolutely nobody inside the burnout pit but the crew.
Yeah, he's here.
Yeah,
that's here. Another four-door.
Hell yeah!
We're hauling all of them today, buddy.
I'd say
The Hustler
takes
took
ladies on the
500
board
from these guys last night.
this weekend.
Gambling.
Love the two-tone out 78.
I got videos of her last night or this morning. It's gonna be hard, guys, to keep it on and off. I'm gonna try. Hope I don't lose very many people, but I hope you understand.
So again, if
also,
you are not with race team, guys, or you
second
need
pair,
you behind the chains.
a True Street,
So again, this is Tom Weldy in the left lane,
first
John
round.
Bozak in the right, Mudbogger versus Hoodburger. First win today, Precision Turbo right lane, and Lippy's waiting to bring him up. Two wins for Precision Turbo.
Pair number 3 at True Street coming at you. First round.
And that is a Ford Mustang out of Odell, Illinois. In the right lane, it's a 2001 Chevy Camaro with an LS. As they get
They're
back
looking
in.
good, Bubba.
Left lane driver is Eric Techmansky, driving
Back
straight
tracks,
for
this
this
look good.
afternoon. Eric Techmansky out of Odell, Illinois, Ford Mustang with a
Lose viewers,
302.
that's why I'm asking.
Right lane, it's going to be Brad
Gotcha.
Eggleston
Appreciate you,
out of
bro.
Aurora, Indiana. He's in a 01
Thanks,
Chevy Camaro LS, sponsored by Low Dollar Motorsports, our class sponsor. Also sponsored by J-Mac Tuning and Performance. It is Brad Eggleston and Doc Holliday. Doc Holliday in the right lane. And Scraper driven by Eric Techmansky in the left lane.
Gotcha.
That one off.
Pair number 4,
Chevy
True
Camaro.
Street coming up
They were
next.
just
Under the circumstances
Yes,
of not knowing
if
what's
we're not
going
with
to
her,
happen
Jamie, we
with
could go.
Mother Nature,
run it for them.
I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think you want any part of me driving.
Well, you know, it's either let us drive it or they let Jeff drive it. Which is better?
It's a rowdy S10 on this side.
Yeah, I've totaled 2 rental cars. When I don't own a car, it can get kind of serious. All right, pair number 4 as we continue down the list. We got Troy
I
Harris
can't see the chat.
out of Rockford, Illinois. It's going to be a Chevy S10 with a 388 stroker in the left lane. Brought to you by Fuel Tech. In the right lane, it's going to be Caden Trigolette. Half Evil out of Danville, Illinois. The 74 Nova with a big block nitrous. Caden Trigolette sponsored by Quackers Truck Service and Towing. So it's Half Evil in the right lane. It's Troy Harris in the 388 stroker.
I got you, brother.
Yeah, I think Trigolette, they got a whole fleet of cars with us here this weekend.
You know, I remember Caden getting his.
How was that, guys? I can't see the chat. Did that look better?
Billy, here's the deal, correct me if I'm wrong. If you get a tire in the middle strip, if you get a tire in the middle strip, you're out, you're done. And that is to avoid guys trying to pedal through it to save it. And a lot of times that ends up in a crash. So Troy Harris, unable to keep it between the guardrail and the grass, and he'll be taken down. And Half Evil Caden Trigolette on round number 2.
Nice. What's up, T-Bone? This is day number 2, Warren Woods, Brown County, Indiana, number 12. First round at True Street.
It is with us.
It is
I can't see the
It
chat,
is
guys.
badass. I'll be honest with you. I bet she's got his old lady in the back there. You know he does. He's got both his old ladies. I tell you what, you creep around in a 1993 Oldsmobile Bravada, you got 2 old ladies. I guarantee you. That is Cody Crowley out of Henderson, Kentucky. Well, that says it all right here. If you've ever been to Henderson, Kentucky, that tells you a lot right there. He is Cody Crowley, sponsored by Crowley Automotive, Bruce Kent Bath, Cody's Transmission. So pretty kick-ass.
Trying to give you guys the best live feed I possibly can from Warren Woods, number 12.
Turbo
First
right
round
lane.
at True Street.
And it is Coyote Ugly out of Shoals, Indiana, driven by Boomer Heckard. It's an 89 Mustang GT with a Coyote engine, Big John's Collision, VR Racing.
Right lane. Gets there first. Appreciate each and every one of you for jumping on here.
All right, listen up.
700 watching.
I'm going to walk. If you are not behind the chain, when we do the burnout, we're not running, guys. So we already have everybody already making their way and hanging out up here. after the run, we need you guys to back up behind the chains. We are
Like
going to
that?
nip that in the bud early.
Is that about good right there? Or you?
All right, we got the first 5
That's
wins
all the
out of
way
the
out
right
right
lane
there.
as we move on. Ben Stark up next out of Indianapolis, Indiana.
Next race, I'm gonna have that new
Ben
candy
Stark is
camera.
going to be the Ford Falcon 5.3 Turbo, sponsored by CFM Competition and Automotion Race Cars.
Thanks, Bubba.
In the right lane, it's David Biggs from Young and Boosted. David Biggs reigns out of Portville, Indiana, an 85 Mercury Cougar with a small block, sponsored by Holly EFI, Nitrous Express, Brown's Oil Service, Innovations, Wide Customs, car name, Pam Greer, the Black Cougar.
How awesome is that?
I
Couple
love it.
of buddies up here on the starting line, Danny. Out of all the cars, they drew each other.
So that is crazy. So the Black Cougar, driven by David Biggs in the right lane. It's Ben Stark behind the wheel of Fugly out of Indianapolis, Indiana, in the left lane, the Ford Falcon. So David Biggs, Young and Boosted up again. Ben Starks, here we go. Who's going to take the win? We are ready to send it to the top end of the track.
Right lane gets there first. What's up, Gary? Thanks for joining.
Biggs, Young and Boosted out of Portville, Indiana, taking down Ben Starks and Buckley out of the left lane.
This first round of True Street, you
So
got some
Pam
heavy
Greer,
hitters in here.
The Black Cougar with the win, and that is 6 in a row. Six in a row.
Yeah. You know, Jamie, everybody seems to be really timid. I'm going to call it timid so far, right? I ain't going to say that I've seen somebody really get after it.
Before we leave, come to my car.
And we did find a wallet. If anybody happened to lose their wallet,
He looked just like
Stevie Favorite. Stevie Favorite, we have your wallet up here.
the little boy looked just like him. So this little young man, it's his first time at War in the Woods, and I told him that after I got set up, I went into the other twice, and then started on the other side and got hustled by a little kid for a t-shirt. But I'm going to get him the night's over with.
All right, hey Lippy, after this run, I need to make a trip down there to the staging area. Our crowd's a little bit out of control.
I walked all the way to the finish line.
That is my wife. She does our insurance, and I just got my ass chewed. So I'm gonna go down there and do crowd control.
So you now know why Jamie's been good, Jamie, this weekend.
Yeah, if you want to know why I'm running a little different than normal, it's because my wife's here this weekend. All right, we got Brent Crowley, left lane out of Henderson, Kentucky. He's in that 1989 GMC Sonoma with a 427 LS, sponsored by Crowley's Automotive. In the right lane is Brian
Thanks,
Barger. It's duct tape out of Salem, Indiana. Love the thing, by the way. We should an award for this thing. And I'll down with it. Brian Barger out of Salem, Indiana. 89 Mustang with a 5.3 LS, sponsored by FSU Motorsports. All right, they're on it. It's ready to go.
Right lane gets there first.
Barger all the way to Laterville on that one. All the way to Laterville.
Pair number 8. Coming at you.
All right, my hat's off as the first True Street pairs that we've had.
Gotta
these
give
guys
the
work
hats
with us.
off to Jeff
It's a
Thomas
pretty,
and his crew at
Not
Brown
only
County
conditions to
Dragway.
get down here and get paired up and made our life easy. So hats off to those guys.
like when all these guys in these classes.
So what we got going on, Jamie?
The
You're down
car starts
there.
coming towards me, and they
You're down there in the mosh pit.
They could
Yeah,
stay in
that's
it.
all
I don't know
please.
why they don't. I don't understand. I don't know if they say they don't want to hit me or they don't want to hit the guardrail.
All right, so hold on. We gotta take this serious. So again, if you don't have a checkered wristband, now there's a few teams that don't, but nobody but the race team is allowed in front of the cars. And Daryl, I'm gonna leave it up to you, buddy. You may have to get mean. And guys, I hate to say this, we gotta have you off the. I mean, I'm all good for the chaos. We've kind of ran it pretty loose around here, and then my wife started doing our insurance, and she literally just came down there and chewed my ass. Yeah, you know what I mean? That hits home. So yeah, we can have everybody off the guardrail, guys. I'm sorry, we gotta have them off the guardrail. Off the guardrail, guys. Off the guardrail. Off the guardrails, guys. And media is the only people allowed up front here. All right.
So how is it down there, Jamie?
I think I'm just going to stay down here. I get why everybody wants to be right here. This is kind of cool.
It's pretty awesome. What's the track look like down there?
It looks good. A lot of photogenic people down here. I got beautiful people, by the way. These are the most beautiful people in all of racing right here. They're absolutely beautiful. Everyone, make America great again. Thank you. Beautiful. Everyone beautiful when it comes to no prep. And we also need all kids off the starting line. All kids off the starting line.
Right lane, Brian Berger from Salem, Indiana. Left lane, that's Fuel Tech lane, Brent Crawley from Henderson, Kentucky. Crawley sponsored by Crawley's Automotive. Precision Turbo lane, Brian Berger, FSU Motorsports. Precision Turbo lane, the duct tape machine. Turn an eye up, Jamie, seen that name of duct tape, just fell in love with it.
I love it. Man, that is cool down there.
It's an awesome
I
place
really
to
would
be.
like to see everybody crowded around on the cars, but you know what though, having people back, it's still pretty insane down there. All right, here we go.
Stack guy is keeping us in line here.
So we move on to the next pair here. It's going to be Jeff Stone. Stone in the left lane out of Marshall, Indiana. He's going to be a 91 Fox body with a 408. Sponsored by Hoosier Transport. Right lane
They're starting to get a little more
Right
saucy
lane.
up there as the bears go on.
Thanks, Trevor.
Mr. Nobody.
Really? Come on back, bro.
Performance, East Beach
I'm doing my
Podcast,
best, bro.
Circle D,
Doing my best.
Two-Lane Performance, Trans-Tech, McCormick Racing, Thomas Racing Service, Drag Lens, and Drive Weight Dumpsters.
What is it, Tracy?
And next pair, True Street, Alex Frost. Left lane, the Fuel Tech lane. From Indianapolis, Indiana, it's an 82 Ford Mustang with the Coyote. And the right lane, it is the red-headed stepchild, driven by Ronald Scola. Out of Guillotone, Illinois, it's a 1991 Chevy S10 with 5.3 LS. Today's media coverage, by the way, brought to you by No Prep Outlaw Mafia. At the 100-foot mark down there in the bright pink. Be sure to check it out. You can also check this race out once it is downloaded. So again, shout out there to No Prep Outlaw Mafia. Oh, my wifey's back. Wait, you're back on the guardrails. Off the guardrails. Oh man, you guys are gonna get me in trouble. Off the guardrails. Yeah. All right, so we are back at Alex Frost.
Right lane.
Yes, dear.
How'd that look?
The red.
How'd that look, guys? Barely zooming in.
Stage lane, we need all drivers to their cars. Stage lane, we need all drivers to their cars.
So again, nobody in front of the chains. Daryl, you got to help me down there. Don't let them burn out if we don't have everybody behind the chains, but the media. Media and race teams only, and nobody on the guardrails. Can we get Jeff Thomas to the tower, please? Jeff Thomas to the tower. Jeff Thomas to the stage. And on to your next pair, it's going to be Alan Ash and Johnny Dang. Johnny Dang, a 1972 Nova with a Turbo LS. Sponsored by Rainbow Trucking, SC Excavating, Riggs Concrete, VR Productions in the right lane, Richard Cannon in its hussy. Light Stand, Indiana, Ford Mustang LS, sponsored by Cannon Auto, as they get back. And hussy in the Precision Turbo lane, it's Johnny Dang in the Fuel Tech lane. Jeff Thomas to the stage, please. Jeff Thomas to the stage.
Johnny Dang in this lane. Fox body, 4 eyes. Johnny Dang it is!
The left lane, the Fuel Tech lane, Billy.
That cherry spot in the Fuel Tech lane, so now let's see if we can get some more out of it.
Oh man, big hit for Johnny
Can't
Dang.
see the chat, guys.
Johnny Dang with the win, going with round number
I don't
2.
know what's going on.
Up next, it's Corey Kaiser and Jamie Dollar.
Jamie Dollar, Low Dollar Motorsports in the far lane. Left lane.
At a great way in the end, it's a
Cherokee.
Jeep Cherokee.
Jeep Cherokee
With an
in the
LS
bar
Turbo,
lane.
sponsored by Blankenship Vehicle
And the
Services.
wild looking
yeah,
S10 in this
that's
lane.
a one of a kind right there.
That's part of the Struckman family that didn't they win the wheelie contest?
Did Struckman, well, Jacob Struckman held, I don't think he ended up winning it because I'm trying to think who pulled it off their team. I think it was actually a street racing channel that got him later on that weekend. So Blake Struckman out there, that's the nephew of Jason Struckman. Left lane Chet Lambrick, it's OCDB2 out of Deerfield, Illinois. It's an 82 Chevy S10 with a
Dang, that Jeep was getting after.
Not enough for Blake Struckman to make something, so Chet Lambrick will make it 3 in a row out of the Fuel Tech lane.
3 in a row out of Fuel Tech lane.
Lambrick, no CD, B2.
I can't thank you guys enough for joining
And Struckman is
today,
eliminated on that one.
hanging out with us at one of the Super Bowls of No Prep.
Well, we're still keeping our eyes out for the best wheelie of the weekend, the wheelie contest. Brought to you by Whipple Weekly, Scotty Stroud, Redline Motorsports Media, Crowley Automotive, D's Nuts, Jasper Grant, Boosted Beauty Lounge, G&G Collision out of Alabama. Poverty Line Performance, No Prep Outlaw Mafia, Ashley Livingston Photography, Corridor Salvage YouTube channel, The Crazy Canadians. We also got a $50 sponsorship in memory of Bub Everhart, along with Kate Robinson Photography and the Southern Indiana Boys. So wheelie contest money up to a little over $1,400. If you want to be a wheelie contest sponsor, come see me, and we'll give a shout out here. As we bring up Logan Wilbring in the left lane, it's going to be Black Ice. Xenia, Ohio, is a 1998 Chevy Camaro with 4.8 LS. On the right-hand side, Precision Turbo lane out of Indianapolis, Indiana, Mike Gasper. It's a Ford Mustang with a twin turbo LS, sponsored by Hack Customs. Hack Customs. So left lane make a big comeback, Billy. We won 9 in a row out of the right lane, and now we've gone 3 in a row out of the left. So I guess that goes to prove that it is what it is.
Yeah,
You can win out of either lane.
You know, like I said, the first several pairs looked like they were tiptoeing down the track and being a little timid about it. And I think the guys later in the round, they're kind of throwing it at it. Definitely you can see it in the cars.
So once again, it's Black Ice in the left lane, driven by Logan Bilbrig. In the right lane, it's Mike Jasper and the Ford Mustang.
And it got 2.
Man, Jamie, look at the crowd.
Yeah, You know, I'll tell you, it's something about Brown County. Something about Brown County Dragway. I wish your mom could be here right now to see this.
Imagine her and John, you know.
Oh, like a couple of schoolgirls on here giggling.
Oh, yeah.
Down here just sitting in the creek. Now you do, young lady, you do know there are snakes in that creek, right? There are snakes. I mean, I don't think they're poisonous, but there were 3 snakes down there this morning.
Whoa! Getting wild at Brown County.
Bill Brigg, and it is black ice. And that is 4 in a row out of the fuel tech lane. 4 in a row. And the Chevy Camaro.
What do you guys think of
got a little
Woods
sideways,
number
Billy
12?
held it together though, kept it in between
Brown
the
County
guardrail
Dragway
and the
today.
grass.
They're starting to let him down. It's getting pretty serious now. Man, we're seeing some awesome racing. And like I said, everybody that hung
Happy
out with
up
us
there.
yesterday and,
Working.
and everybody that fought through to see the type of racing that we're seeing already. We're in the Woods 12, baby.
War of the Woods 12 brought to you by
only seeing,
Strange
what about now?
Engineering this season.
I don't
as your next
understand what's
pair
going on.
makes their way down to the starting line. It's going to be Norma Jean, driven by Dean Laporte. He'll be on the left-hand side, and it's one bad 86 coming up. It's Mike Tannis out of Burbank, Illinois, in the right.
We need pair 18. Pair 18, we need to do the safety lanes now. Pair 18, we need to do the safety lane. We still need Jeff Thomas through the safety. He might be on the other end of pair 18. So put it all in.
I'm trying, guys. I'm
So
trying.
again, this is Norma Jean, driven by Dean Laporte out of Lansing, Illinois, the left lane. That's it. 89 box body, purple and green.
Backtrack.
Twin
Is
circle
this look all right?
Sponsored by Green Windy Racing. On the right-hand side of the track, and the Precision Turbo lane is 1.86. Driven by Mike Tannis out of Burbank, Illinois. It's an 86 Mustang GT with a 427 small block. Sponsored by Nitrous Expression Connection, Tannis Brothers Racing. Mike Tannis in the Precision Turbo lane, Dean Laporte in the Fuel Tech lane.
There's our funnel cake trailer over there. We got somebody up here that said she needs a funnel cake up here on the stage. I'm throwing that out there. I know somebody thought that deep fried oatmeal pie was just the shiznit.
And we are ready to send Norma Jean in the left lane. One bad 86 in the right. Lippy stepping back to give him the light. It's an 89 Fox versus an 86 Mustang.
Holy moly. Camera move. Just move the camera.
400 feet.
So Mike
I'm not
Tannis will
doing
take the win.
anything to any other live feed
And
that
that'll
I've
give
never
Precision
done.
lane win. That's Burbank, Illinois. So one
Starlink.
bad 86.
How about
On
that?
point.
One bad 86. We'll move on.
Guys, I'm not real sure.
Norma Jean is eliminated, so Lindy having to walk the track here real quick, make sure it's clean. As we continue on, and we are 15 pairs in round number 1 here of the True Street Class. True Street Class brought to you today by Low Dollar Motorsports. We'll be back.
Right here. As I move to Starlink, hopefully that takes care of any technical problems that we've had so far. This is the first round of cruise streak. Guys, go check out Low Dollar
down there for that
Motorsports.
car. So we do have a little bit of a cleanup job to be done there on that left-hand lane. So we are going to be down here for a few minutes. So there we
Yeah, I'm close to the
rather than one
guardrail.
big
That's
one,
why you
last
can't
night,
see the
winner took home
left lane when it passes.
$575.
I just moved the Starlink again, guys. So hopefully that'll work. Got a little cleanup, that's why we're down.
Get your
Raffle
yellow,
tickets,
get your
guys,
blue,
get your
what do you got?
raffle
4
tickets
different colors,
out.
a handful of red. We got a
Misty's running
handful of
around
red, a
here
handful of green, mostly
from
blue
Indiana,
and
selling
yellow.
raffle
So
tickets.
Billy's grabbing some tickets right now.
I wish we
If
could
we
do
call
some
your name,
online raffle
all you
tickets.
gotta do is head up here to the stage, and once we're done drawing all the
What do you guys
tickets,
think of Warren
we'll
Wood
let you
so
up here
far?
for a chance to grab some
2025.
stuff out of the
Number
swag
12.
bags, brought to you by E's and B's podcast, along with
Jamie
Racer
Deere over
Outlet.
there
Hack Job gave us some t-shirts.
on the mic.
We got all kinds of goodies up here. So Billy's pulling some tickets right now.
Everybody, check this crowd out.
Billy, make sure you get the blue ones, Billy.
Yeah, they're here. Tommy and Billy both are here. I think Billy's driving
All right, we're gonna draw 10
black car,
Tommy's driving the truck.
and Tommy's driving his truck, the blue one that he took on sick week.
Blue ticket 301226.
Crowd is unbelievable.
301226
Look at all
blue
those
ticket.
people. The hills have
Or
eyes
another
for
blue
sure.
ticket
Right there.
967 42310.
These people right here give me this umbrella and I'm going to buy it before it's over with.
Blue
Because
ticket.
this really works out.
Yellow ticket 770-35614. 770-35614. Another yellow ticket 981-80018. 981-80018. Yellow ticket 770-34687. 770-34687.
Hey, no problem, bro.
Red ticket,
No
red
problem.
ticket 759-35577. 759-35577.
Pro Trees in the house.
Blue
All the way
ticket
from Canada.
967-42-336.
Yeah, they're all here.
967-42-336.
Miss Vicky and
Yellow
Wyatt here.
ticket 770-35537. 770-35537. Yellow
Mr.
ticket
Bill.
770-35510.
Kind of strange for him to go to Woods, the biggest snow prep in the
Yellow
country. Bill's not here.
736.
Vicky's here.
Yellow 770-35736. You got
I
a
don't
winning
know
ticket?
why
Come up to the
Bill will be
stage.
here. I don't have
We
the
got lots
foggy
of stuff to
inside
give
here.
you.
That don't make no sense.
Working on the Nova.
Jason Terrell, Ken Soldier Race Cars is in the house. I'm working on pairings right now, guys, for small tire. Small tire first round pairing. They're still doing a little oil cleanup on the big end. So
and a little,
they're not playing music right now. Thanks, Jed. I appreciate you, brother,
obviously we
100%.
had John and my mom was part of the very first one.
Jet
But
Black
they
and
gotta
all
be
my
smiling at
moderators,
how
I can't thank you
worldwide
guys
this
enough
has become.
for putting up with
And
my
I know Mom would
shenanigans,
be knowing
me
that her little
dancing,
track,
being excited
that
to
she
be
had for
here.
so many years and helped
If it wasn't for you guys,
listen to
Dominic,
Jeff and fell in love with Jeff
What's
with
going
this
on,
crazy
brother?
idea of having War in the Woods.
48 small tire cars at War in the Woods, number 12, Brown County,
pretty
Indiana.
awe-inspiring. I love it, and I love all
So
the
you
people
guys
here.
are getting day
And
2.
hats off to all you people. Let's hear it, guys.
War in the Woods. I tell you, I think it's a
I
boring
got some
event
more
now.
big
I mean, we
news.
got here, there was 1,000
Besides
people
low
here
dollar
on Thursday.
motorsports.
It was crazy, what
Coming
they say,
on board.
210 cars Thursday, something
talking
like
to
that
a
on
big
Thursday.
fuel sponsor.
And knowing that the weather forecast for Friday looked bleak.
They
the
say
weather
if you
forecast
wait
for Thursday looked horrible.
long
Actually,
enough,
it was horrible all week.
you'll get to the
But
top, whether the haters want you
when
to
you
get
say
there or
Warner,
not.
they're like, nothing else matters. They're here.
You know?
Well, again, the crew down there at the end of the track, waiting to get that cleaned up. We've got Jesse Wilder and Dewey Baston locked and loaded. Number 15 pair in the True
Dollar
Street.
Motorsports, thanks, Jet.
And we've already got our hard tie horsepower transmission.
Yeah, and all my
Ground zone
moderators are the
service.
best.
HS force.
Getting ready
Yeah,
to
it's,
finish up True
As
Street.
always, no matter how
Round
bad the track's
one.
gonna be, it
Then
comes
we're going
around, it
into
gets real
hard
good in a
tire.
hurry.
First round.
We're still catching.
In the first round of small
Making sure they
tire,
get A to B for the most part.
Warner Woods
Really
12
crazy.
at Brown County Dragway.
As we
You
get around,
guys need to
start
get on
getting-
Jeff
start turning
Thomas's
the wheel on.
Facebook page and blow his inbox up and thank him for all they did yesterday to make this race possible.
All right, we got to do this.
Ready to get it on,
All
ladies
right,
and
we
gentlemen.
need to make sure no spectators on the guardrail, guys. Spectators off the guardrail, spectators behind the guardrail, and absolutely nobody but race teams or media in front of the chains. Here they come now. So again, that is Boomhauser driven by Jesse Wilder in the left-hand lane. The silver Ford Mustang backing up. Meanwhile, Dewey Baston, a veteran
Dewey
here
Baston
of the
in the
Northern
far
Woods
lane.
from Trafalgar, Indiana, in that
Bill,
69
first round of
Chevy
True Street.
Camaro.
A few more pairs in this class, and we're going into hard
There
time.
as he gets ready to go. That car known as Little Elvis. Turbo left lane sponsored by Fuel Tech. All right, we're gonna find out how clean that left lane is, Billy, real quick. And Liffy stepping back to get him started. He's got bumped into a pass in the right lane.
Whoa.
Jesse Wilder.
Gotta go to the camera.
He might have got it, but he's going to have to get eyes at the top of the
Gotta
track.
go to the
Little
camera.
Elvis at 20 to 30 mile an hour coming on this weekend.
All right, so still no word yet. Too close to call between
Too close to
Boomhauer and
ball.
Little Elvis. Wilder's in the Fuel Tech lane. It was Baston in the Precision Turbo lane, which is the right lane.
Too close to call, they say.
Still looking at it.
Right lane, the winner.
Right lane by
A lot of money lost up on the starting line right there, ladies and
Right
gentlemen.
lane by Hot Dog, but Billy, that's 2.5 feet. So Dewey Baston out of
Dewey
Trafalgar,
Baston.
Indiana. When you know,
We're going to go right lane by a happy deal.
here's some trivia. Here's some trivia, by the way. Do you know what Raggle, or do you know what Trafalgar backwards spells?
Oh, absolutely. It's Raggle Park, dude. I've been here all my life.
I thought I was the only one to do that. I thought I was the only one to do that. So Dewey Baston back there behind the stage. Off the guardrail. Off the guardrail, guys. Off the guardrail. Tail that fellow off the guardrail. Off the guardrail. Hey, Libby, shut him down. Off the guardrail. Man. No spectators on the guardrail. All right, so moving on to the next pair here. It's Matthew Gaskins. And no guidance back again. We've seen him since out here a few times.
Somebody down there, Dick.
Oh, is that right? Right lane?
Yeah, it looks like right lane. They put the 2 minutes on him.
Matthew Gaskins left lane, no guidance, locked and loaded. The fourth Mustang with an LS sponsored by Merriman Chester's in Indiana. And it's Buddy Woods right now in Franklin, Indiana, having trouble with the Chevy S10 with the LS twin turbo on the right-hand side. So he's on the clock right now as we see what happens.
And then you're buying it straight from Keys on the corner line.
Is he down there, Billy? Heck, I don't see him.
He's back to
Got 4 minutes.
All right, looks like he got it, Billy. Looks like he got it. Here comes Buddy Woods.
Buddy Woods.
And Franklin Indiana right now made it to the burnout box. And looks like he's going to give it a go. So Buddy Woods out of Franklin, Indiana, in the precision 2 lane. It's a 2000 Chevy S10 LS twin turbo going up against no guidance. Driven by Matthew Gaskins out of Chesterton, Indiana. Ford Mustang LS sponsored by Merriman Tune in the left lane.
I have a feeling that if you and I had a car and we was going to name it, name,
What would it be, Billy?
there's no guidance.
That is us.
That is us. We say we're a well-oiled machine, maybe a little too oiled.
Pray everybody that he's all right. He is. Everybody stay back. Guys, we're going to turn off of that. We're going to make sure he's all right.
The EMTs down there. The
EMTs are down there, ladies and gentlemen.
Everybody stays back to allow those guys to do their job.
Down goes the camera. Down goes the camera. Didn't need to see anything. Yeah, guys. He is out of the car, walking around.
Okay, from
Thank God.
Reaction there. I'll tell you.
Thank God. Thank God.
Man, Billy.
He is out of the car, ladies and
Hey,
gentlemen.
got up on the tire about 3/4 track there, and then after he went across the finish line, just went across the lanes.
We may have a little bit of downtime.
Once
ladies and
again, we
gentlemen.
don't
I'm
even
sorry
mind
for
if you're
that.
in down there with cameras and stuff like that. Just be mindful and respectful. We don't want his family and friends to find out what happened on social media. That's just, hey, number one, not
won't
cool.
post
And
that,
I had my
so
choice if you done that.
If
you're
you
gonna be on
didn't,
that.
I won't even clip it. So.
Well, Billy, you know. If you want some,
Sorry.
50-50,
Sorry
come right
about
up
that,
here to the
guys.
steps, and our
Thought you could see it.
50-50 girl is going to hang out up here. They're $5
Sorry
a
about
piece,
that.
and we're going to.
So guys,
Back up the chains. Let's do that.
does this look good right here?
Okay, Billy, back over to you, buddy.
No, when I panned it and I zoomed in, because I didn't have this tilted right.
Somebody will have it.
Oh, I know who will have it. White Mustang from Indiana. He is all right. He's up out of the car, walking around. We're gonna have a little bit of downtime cleaning this mess up, and we'll go back to finishing up the first round of Truth Street, and be right back at you. Sorry I didn't get it. I didn't realize what you were talking about until I actually re-watched it. Yeah, thank God, Gary. He's all right. I didn't realize what you guys were talking about, the zooming in and stuff. I didn't realize that the camera was not doing what it was supposed to. So we got that taken care of now, you guys. Chat again. Jesus, fantasy, start or finish. Well, see the starting line. You can't see. I'm sorry, guys. I'm working. I'm only one person, and I've never had this issue before. So. Whenever they're playing music, guys, it'll be muted.
96742.
I can't afford to be over here all day and get a copyright strike because of the music I don't own the rights to. I hope you guys understand that. I realized what I was doing wrong. So if I can,
769
and I don't,
742 79695.
if I leave it just like that, just paying,
Final ticket unclaimed. Green ticket 764.
is that better?
660.
Can one of my moderators please tell me if that is better when I pay from the starting line to the finish line?
And we'll let you pick something out of the box.
So Jed, if I do this, thank you, everyone. Trying, guys. Trying. About 70 degrees. That's what it's at right now. I keep having to move it for some reason, Jet. I don't get it. $72 in Brown County, Indiana. 10
truck,
minutes
guys.
and we'll
Get ready
be
for the
back
tow
up
truck.
and running. This is Brown County Dragway. This is Brown County Dragway, War in the Woods, Day 2, True Street.
in the
Here
grass.
we go,
All right,
guys.
so maybe we'll get a
We're not
word up
doing
here
a
with Matt
thing.
Gaskin and see exactly
We're not
what happened
zooming
up
in.
there. But the good news is
He
he
saved,
walked away from it.
he saved Colin.
All right, these guys have been waiting to get it on. Here they are now. Again, it's going to be Nicholas Greenwell out of Beach Road, Indiana. He's going to be driving over budget. It's a 2010 Camaro SS. 416 LS twin turbo sponsored by Thomas Racing Service, Greenwell Racing. Discount trailers, Mac tuning on the right hand side in the precision turbo lane. It's going to be Randy Wall out of Demont, Indiana. It's a 1971 Chevy Nova with a big box Chevy. Back it in. So right hand side with a big box Chevy, left hand lane with a twin turbo LS.
And you know, funny thing, well, interesting thing with Grimwell, that car was broke, and he sent his boys after parts this morning, and they didn't get back till 3 o'clock.
Oh, man.
We're talking online balance. They had to basically take front of the motor apart and get it.
And lifting to step back. It's Nicholas Greenwell, left lane is over.
How did that look, guys?
And the left lane takes the win, and again it was
How did that
Randy
look?
Walter getting a rough start there at the 60 mark.
Thanks, Jet.
Yeah, knocked the tires off of it, and never recovered. He heard him pedal it several times.
Thanks, Ralph.
So at left
I
lane
appreciate
win,
you,
we're
brother.
starting to even
So,
out, Billy. We had 9 in a row out of that right lane. It was a precision turbo lane. Or I'm sorry, yeah, it was a precision turbo lane, right lane with 9 wins in a row, and then went quarter run out of left lane. Now we're going back to back and forth. So
Thanks,
love it when the
guys.
lanes are even.
I appreciate you.
Ideally, that's what you
I'll
want.
work my tail off to try to get it right for you guys. If it
On
works for
to
you,
Casey Miller. He's out of Mount Vernon, Kentucky.
trying to get to
We'll be on
10,000
the left
before
lane,
we
the
get
fuel
to
sec lane. It's a Chevy Camaro with an LS 6.0. Sponsored by CKY Performance on the right hand side of the track, precision
I
turbo
bet you
lane.
do, brother.
Also out of Mount Vernon, Kentucky. What are the odds? I mean, you got 2 guys, you got 44 cars, and 2 guys from the same hometown draw each other in the first round. So Dylan Allen out of Mount Vernon, Kentucky. Dylan Allen, again, that is Dylan Allen out of Mount Vernon, Kentucky, also in a Ford Mustang. He also sponsored by CKY Performance. So a couple of buddies going head to head here, Billy. Hey guys, listen up. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but the guy standing up on the concrete wall, sorry. Now, I'm good with it, actually. I don't mind the concrete wall. I just can't have you on the guardrail. But it's all the 150 people behind you that are asking. It's just fair.
Now, Jamie, I think I got a project for you.
Yeah.
Before next door in the woods.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm thinking we need a load of sand. We can just make this beachfront right here. At the
I want
parade.
this to be a lake.
Absolutely.
I want people to be out here with their inner tubes. I want to float. You know what? We need to make this a float river.
Yeah.
We need to have a lazy river that actually goes under the track.
I mean, we got some beach down here now.
Right lane.
Anything with the left lane.
No, I'd say that left lane should have a real nice now. So big win there for Casey Miller, taking out his buddy, both of them out of Mount Vernon, Kentucky. But Dylan Allen is eliminated as his buddy Casey Miller moves on. We're on to pair number 19. It's the Green Bean versus Tom Brunis up next.
need a first 5 pair of stick shift to the top of the hill. First 5 pair of stick shift to the top of the hill, please.
Well, race fans out Burnout was brought to you by Scotty Bruno, the Green Bean out of Evansville, Indiana. It's a Bravada pickup with an LS, sponsored by Boost 10 Fab, Middleman T, Blue Line Performance, Instrument Cluster Repair, better known as ICR, the left-hand lane, the Fuel Tech lane. It's going to be Southgate, Michigan driver Tom Brunis in his 2000 Camaro. It's got a 5.3 LS. He's sponsored by B-Humble Racing and Jets Amazing Glazing as we continue on in the Low Dollar Motorsports True Street class. 2 pairs coming up after this. Green Bean in the Precision Tune lane. It's Brunis in the Fuel Tech lane in the Camaro. And we are ready to send them. Tom Brunis left lane. Scotty Bruno, the Green Bean in the right. Here they come.
Left lane gets there first.
And the 2000 Camaro 5.3 LS moves on to round number 2, but we are going to give Scotty Bruno a 10 for the burnout. Textbook burnout right there. Well, congratulations, guys.
Killer burnout.
33 years. And if they don't stay off that guardrail, it's only going to be 33 years. You know what I mean? Hey, we still got a wallet up here. James Schatz, we got your wallet up here. If you don't come and claim it, we're going to start spending money out of it. Well, this broke SOB ain't got a dime in it. I wouldn't come get my money. I bet I've had a couple hundos in there up here.
Yeah. You'd be short a couple hundos when you get it.
Yeah, that's right.
We'd be down there betting on left lanes, what we'd be doing with
That's exactly right. Who do we got? We got Scott Parks out of Diamondville, Michigan, the Pontiac G8 in the left lane, the LS, sponsored by, just retired. So it's him and his 401k. You know, this is exactly where you want to spend your 401k. Right side, Jason Struckman out of Greenwood, Indiana. Stiff Wheels chassis and
Right lane
That's
gets
what I'm
there
talking about.
first.
Jason Struckman, by the way, out of Greenwood, Indiana, running that Ignite 114 from Browns Oil Service. We certainly appreciate
You're
him
funny,
pulling out a
Jay.
ring for us here today. So good run there for Jason Struckman as he eliminates Scott Parks, and that puts us down to our final pair. We got Joshua
Sarah,
Chapin and Kyle Rickard up next.
Sarah and Tiffany, they're needing you up at the main gate, please. Sarah and Tiffany, they're needing you at the main gate.
I ain't rich, but I damn sure wanna be.
I hope you
Still
do,
has
Jay.
yet to emerge from the crowd. Here he comes now out of Chandler, Indiana. The Chevy S10 with an LS. And blue line
Nasty.
performance.
True
Beautiful
street truck right
Chevy
there,
S10.
ladies and gentlemen. Nasty.
So Rickard in the fuel tech
Let's
lane,
just
in
hope he
position
stays in
turbo
his
lane,
lane.
Nightmare, a Pontiac Trans Am, a Gen 2 LT1 sponsored by Performance Motorsports, Instrument Cluster Repair Farmer Machine Shop, and Evansville Hearing Aids. So again, that is a Gen 2 LT1 in the right lane, and LS Chevy S10 in the left lane. Final pair of True Street.
Final
So we
pair
went
True
from
Street. Then we go into
22
hard
up to
time.
44 cars. We're down
Big
to
shift is on deck.
22.
And the new nitrous class, I think, is after that. Go check out Gibson Racing, Low Dollar
Rickard gets bumped
Motorsports,
in,
Carbon Automotive, HealthyHoundsBakery.com.
and here they come. Nightmare versus Rickard.
Wow! Gotta wait on the camera call.
Boy, man, that started off as a rough one.
Wow!
A great finish car,
Talk
didn't it?
about putting a
Let me
horsepower
have to
in
go
on
to the
the
top of the
big
track
end.
here. No call yet, but I'll tell you, Kyle Rickard coming on heavy. There at the end, they're trying to run down Josh Chapin and Nightmare off that right hand side. Neither one of them with a great start.
How crazy is this?
Still-
that the
still
event
waiting on
t-shirts
the
are running
call.
low, and if you're wanting an event t-shirt, you better be getting up there.
Wow. So event t-shirts. Well, Billy, I said it. Billy, I said it. I told Jeff Thomas, I said, you got to start putting me and Billy on the shirts. They sell out.
This looks like Landon
So
Hill
that does it.
with a big wang on there. Left lane. Kyle got there first. And the S10 ran him down.
Ran him down by a foot.
Heck of a final.
Down by a foot.
Last pair in the finish
All right,
line.
hold on, Libby. We got to switch up here a little bit. We're moving on to hard tire. Is that right? We got hard tire up next.
Mr. Richards over there in the far
Hard tire today
lane.
brought to you by Fast Fabs. Fast Fabs in the house. Happy birthday, by the way. I don't know how old you are, but Landon said it was your birthday.
Hard tire.
But
First,
how about that
first
crazy
round.
Andrew Lavin? They're putting hard
First
tires
pair.
on the car.
He is nuts.
We've seen him in small tire, 26s, and now hard tire.
Well, that race fans is going to do that.
big end.
Oh!
Right lane got there first.
Yeah, that was Code Red in the right lane.
Yeah, Bubba Jet's back on it.
Andrew Lavender in the left lane, driving White Girl, the 03 Ford Mustang GT, taking the loss to the Street Car TV out of Louisville, Kentucky, Matt Richards' car. So big win for Richards. Lavender, sponsored by TDM Brakes, Rocket Prep, Farrier Out, TRZ, and CR Transmission. So tough break as Andrew Lavender, White Girl out in the first round.
Friendly reminder, drivers, you need to be staying with your vehicles. Drivers, it's hard enough to keep the pairs paired up and where they need to be at. And when you're not with your car, you could be passed up. So drivers, please remain with your car. We got cars up on top of the hill that are being paired up with no drivers.
What's up, KS Swap?
All the cars you'll see today. It's Simple Man out of Attica, Indiana, the Chevy Nova with not enough, 5.3, only 300 shots in nitrous. He's owned his car since he was 15 years old. He'll be 44 this year, Billy. And you know, we thought he was a psychopath killer by the paint job. It turns out the one who decorated that car. He's going up against Jambalaya. We got some Jambalaya t-shirts, by the way. Badass 57 Chevy with a fine wing powered by Reezy. Speaking of Jambalaya,
Right lane.
I got 2 Jambalaya t-shirts up here. He just took the win. So the first 2 kids to the main stage right now are going to get a Jambalaya t-shirt. Where you at?
I appreciate it.
Jambalaya t-shirts for the first 2 kids under the age of 12.
Be over here.
There they are. There's one. He missed it.
On the other side.
Oh, the taller kid got it. The taller kid got it. Thank you, Jambalaya. All right, let's throw some t-shirts out to the kids. Is that fair? These are 6 and under t-shirts. 6 and under. 6 and under. There you go, buddy.
I think it's got a lot to do with Jet.
By Racer Outlet. Dude, there's no way you're 6. You
I only
got a
got 3
mustache.
things on it.
All right, there you go. There's another one. There's a cool hat for somebody. Jambalaya hooking us up with some t-shirts. And he come up here and told me, when I run, I got some kitty shirts.
House Matt.
And see, that was just good karma right there.
We met him the first time last year. We met him, and he's a super cool guy.
Up next, it is the 2002 Chevy S10 LS from TNC Customs, driven by Noah Gas. On the right-hand side, the Precision Turbo lane is going to be Tyler Teaspoon. Turbo LS as well from TNC Customs. So, Billy, this is the second time this has happened. But we do a random chip draw, and you got 2 guys in the same team getting paired up.
In a minute.
So Noah Gas and Fuel Tech lane. Teaspoon and Precision Turbo lane.
You're coming back on strong. Right lane.
Teaspoon with the win.
Win.
Teaspoon with the win. The Turbo LS and the Mustang 01 takes the win. And it's Precision Turbo lane once again.
Precision Turbo lane.
There will be a buyback. There will be a buyback. But we
Gangster.
won't do that until later on tonight.
Billy's
So all the
running a
classes
little
are on.
gangster 28.
So there will be a second
Gang
sheet because we
26.
are going to run until tomorrow. And once again, race fans, if you
Yeah!
came today, you can come
Run
back
it all
tomorrow.
night,
We're going to
ladies and
try
gentlemen.
racing the finals here
We're gonna
tomorrow
run
around
from
10 a.m. give
sunlight
or take. We'll see how things shake
up
out here tonight.
to
But
light.
again, if you came today, you get free entry back here tomorrow.
Little Monte Carlo action over here. No lead to far lane.
Ian showed it's Problem Child. Virginia out of Indianapolis,
Problem
Indiana.
Child.
In the fuel tech left lane, it's a Chevy Monte Carlo SS. An LS Turbo sponsored by All In Automotive Nationwide and, of course, his wife. On the right-hand side of the track, the Precision Turbo lane is Dave Ballard out of Tip City, Ohio. He's in a Chevy Nova with a big block. And how about this? He is sponsored by his wife. Why does that not surprise me? So both drivers today, sponsored by their better half. It's the battle of the old ladies in this one. Problem Child, Ian Pacini in the left lane, Dave Bauer in the Nova in the right lane.
Jamie, looks like right lane and hard tire has been the
That's
lane
crazy,
of
yeah.
choice.
So here comes the Nitrous Big Block, driven by Dave Bauer.
No. He's out of the car, ladies and gentlemen. He's out. Thank God. Thank God he is out.
Let's get everybody stay back.
Wow. Unbelievable. Dave Ballard.
Power's off to the car and he's out. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God.
No, absolutely not for this.
Lindy left the right lane, by the way. So Ballard took the win. Man, that's two crashes for a win today as Ballard does take the win on that.
Jet, clip that for me.
You get it edited at
With
the same
Julie
time.
Problem Child. Okay, my bad on that.
Oh, yeah, no, that thing.
I think I did have Julie first. All right, so hopefully we can shoot hopefully we can shoot and everything's gonna turn out to
He'll be down for a little while, guys. He is all right. Out of the car.
All right, Happy, we need you to go down there. We need another golf cart.
He's laying down in the car.